Shalom. Shalom and welcome. If you're tuning in for the first time, my name is Symmanayah. These are messages to those who are drawn by the Almighty Creator, Yahuah, to His Word manifest in Yahusha's name as written in John 6:44. The message for the moment is entitled Quick Satisfaction. My brothers and sisters, there are no doubts that we want to be satisfied in many ways, shapes, or forms. End times are here. Uncertainty is growing. Anxieties and fears are among us. Division and confusion is among us. And while we face the many challenges presently before us, the need for quick satisfaction is there to move on. We've entered into an era where we want things quick. But I want to caution you, my brothers and sisters, quick satisfaction comes with benefits or consequences. And I believe there's a need to have a discussion on the things that bring quick satisfaction, how to manage that need, how to manage and govern ourselves among one another. Let's unpack it, my brothers and sisters. There are times when quick satisfaction is good, and other instances, not so much. It is a good thing to think about situations with much prayer. If we avoid prayer, we may not realize, my brothers and sisters, the ripple effect or the consequences that come when we tug at things that bring quick satisfaction, or so we believe. Many of us know the story of Adam and Eve, where a moment of quick satisfaction brought sin into the world. Allow me to take you on another tour of another individual who erroneously fell for quick satisfaction. How many of you are aware of the story of Cain and Abel? Go to Genesis 4th chapter, my brothers and sisters. Genesis 4th chapter. We'll start with verses 3 and 4. It came to be in the course of time that Cain brought an offering of the fruit of the ground to Yahuah, and Abel brought of the firstborn of his flock and of their fat, and Yahuah looked to Abel and his offering. Next we see, my brothers and sisters, a situation where Yahuah did not look to Cain and his offering, and Cain was very wroth. His face fell. And Yahuah said to Cain, "Why is he wroth towards you? And why is your face fallen?" Let us see. In the 7th verse, it says, "Is it not you do good, you are able to be accepted? And if you do not do good, towards the door is a sin. He is lying, and towards you is his desire, and you must rule over him." And Cain told Abel his brother, and it came to be when they were in the field that Cain rose up against Abel his brother and killed him. And Yahuah said to Cain, "Where is Abel, your brother?" And he said, "I do not know. Am I my brother's guard?" And he goes on to say, and he said, "What have you done? The voice of your brother's blood cries out to me from the ground. And now you are cursed from the earth, which has opened its mouth to receive your brother's blood from your hand." I submit to you, my brothers and sisters, from a single action of satisfaction, Cain opened up a world of hurt and made poor decisions. Here it says, "If you till the ground, it shall no longer yield its strength to you. You shall be a fugitive and a wanderer on the earth," a fugitive and a wanderer of the earth. And Cain said to Yahuah, "My punishment is too great to bear." And he goes on, my brothers and sisters. Well, Yahuah had already said you should be a fugitive and a wanderer, but Cain wanted to say like he wanted to add to the punishment. Just as a result of not paying attention, not listening, not knowing the desires of the Almighty Father. It says, see, you have driven me from the face of the ground today, and I am hidden from you, from your face. I shall be a fugitive and a wanderer on the earth. And it shall be that anyone who finds me kills me. So he added to the punishment by saying, if anyone find him, they're going to kill him. That's not what Yahusha said. He said he'll be a fugitive and a wanderer. So Yahuah told Cain, he said to him, well, if anyone kills Cain, vengeance is taken on him sevenfold. And Yahuah set up a sign for Cain, lest anyone finding him strike him, describing the punishment. Simple action of quick satisfaction. I'm going to give this offering to Yahuah from the ground. And look what it led to, my brothers and sisters. You see, quick satisfaction can be dangerous without giving some thought and prayer to our actions. Take a look at Proverbs chapter 1. We'll start with verse 10 and 11. It said, my son, if sinners entice you, do not give in. If they say, come with us, let us lie in wait for blood. Let us ambush the innocent without cause. Bunch of sinners, my brothers and sisters, wanting to jump into something that they think will be a good thing. It say, let us swallow them alive like Sheol, and entirely like those going down to the pit. Let us find all precious goods. Let us fill our houses with spoil. Cast in your lot among us. Let us all have one purse. So it's like let's just gang up together and go after the innocent. My brothers and sisters, what may seem like quick satisfaction can lead to death. He said, my son, do not walk in the way with them. Keep your foot from their path, for their feet run to evil, and they hurry to shed blood. You see, my brothers and sisters, all who pursue quick satisfaction are not functioning in our best interests. We must learn, though we want things quick, though we want to be satisfied quick, we must learn how to wait on the Almighty Father. Take a look at Ecclesiastes 8:2 and 3. Ecclesiastes 8:2 and 3. It is written, I say, guard the sovereign's command because of the oath before the Almighty One. Do not be in a hurry to go from his presence. Do not take a stand in an evil matter, for he does whatever he pleases. Be careful, my brothers and sisters. Be cautious. For such a time as this, we need to learn how to become more disciplined in how we act among one another. It goes on to say in verse 4 through 6, where the word of a sovereign is, there is power. And who says to him, what are you doing? He who guards the command knows no evil matter, and the heart of the wise discerns both time and right rulings. Because for every matter, there's a time and right ruling, though the trouble of a man is heavy upon him. We're weighted down with many challenges, and we will be as end times ramp up. But let us pursue the will of the Almighty Father. Let us not be quick to pursue satisfaction without giving prayer and thought. It is easy to become overly anxious, but this can lead to the unpleasant side of quick satisfaction. My brothers and sisters, come with me as I continue talking about quick satisfaction. It is easy, my brothers and sisters, it's easy to become overly anxious, but that can lead to unpleasant side, my brothers and sisters. Let me continue. Psalms 27:14. Come with me there. Let's take a look at it. It says, wait on Yahuah. Be strong and let him strengthen your heart. Wait, I say, on Yahuah. End times will ramp up. A sense of urgency will begin to emerge among us as we decide or scurry to decide what to do, how to respond. Let us be mindful, my brothers and sisters. If we pursuing quick satisfaction to be pleased, we may just stumble and fall into things that will bring unpleasantry, pain, and regret. Learn to wait on the Almighty Father. Come with me to Lamentations 3:24, my brothers and sisters. Here it says, Yahuah is my portion, says my being, therefore I wait for him. For some, and at times, the wait is longer than others. But we must understand, though we want to be quickly satisfied, we must also understand the importance of patience. Yashar'al, my brother, my sister, my family. It is a wise thing to learn how to wait on Abba Yahuah. When we act too quickly, we are at risk of missing out. Take a look at Habakkuk 2, and I'll start with verses 1 and 2 in Habakkuk. Here a watchman say he stand at his watch station himself on the watchtower, and he wait to see what Yahuah has to say to him. He said, I stand at the watchtower and wait to see what he says to me and what to answer when I am reproved. He understands while he's waiting that the answer could bring reproof. And Yahuah answered Habakkuk and said, write the vision and inscribe it on the tablet so that he who reads it runs. So he's telling Habakkuk, write the vision down. He goes on to tell him, verse 3 and 4, for the vision is yet to appointed time, and it speaks of the end and does not lie. If it lingers, wait for it shall certainly come, it shall not delay. See, he whose being is not upright in him is puffed up, but the righteous one lives by his steadfastness. Sometimes being too quick to pursue set apartness can throw us off balance, my brothers and sisters. See the connection. See the importance of knowing how to wait, when to respond on matters that we are facing. In life, there are actions that bring benefits that are good, and others that come with painful consequences. Stay with me, stick with me, brothers and sisters, as we go through this. And I know it appears to be redundant and you don't need to hear anymore, but not all actions pursuing quick satisfaction are corrupt. I strongly encourage us to begin prayerfully examining all things, my brothers and sisters, all things. Take a moment, think things through. When we understand true discernment, we realize the word of Abba Yahuah brings quick satisfaction that is good. Take a look at what I am about to present and ask yourself the question, how long do these things take? In other words, this process, this action, how long does it take for us to recognize and discern the word of Yahuah? Who is the word of the Yahuah? What is the word of Yahuah? It is Yahusha, the living spirit of the Almighty Father Yahuah sent in Yahusha's name, as written in John 14:26. But take a look at Hebrews 4:12. It says, for the word of the Almighty One, it says Elohim, is living and working and sharper than any two-edged sword, cutting through even to the dividing of the being and spirit and of the joint and marrow, and able to judge the thoughts and intentions of the heart. Are we not temples of the Almighty Father? Are we not used by him? Do we not have an inward man working as the Spirit of the Almighty Father guides us. My brothers, my sisters, do not be too quick to pursue satisfaction, lest we find ourselves stumbling, falling, making multiple mistakes. In Hebrews 4:13 it says, "And there is no creature hidden from his sight, but all are naked and laid bare before the eyes of him with whom is our account." There are times when discipline and judgment can happen in an instant, my brothers and sisters, meaning quickly. We can get quick satisfaction through recognizing the speed that the Spirit of Yahuah chooses at any given time, and it will vary. This would be an excellent example of quick satisfaction that is good. Allow me to pivot to my communications. There are too many times in my communications, we show actions believing they bring quick satisfaction, my brothers and sisters. But there are times we are wrong. Relationships are forged by being mindful of one another. It is written that the letter kills, but the Spirit makes alive. 2 Corinthians 3:6 says, "Who also made us competent as servants of a renewed covenant, not of the letter, but of the Spirit. For the letter kills and the Spirit gives life." Because of quick satisfaction, many of us sometimes listen to talk, don't really hear what a brother or sister is saying. Sometimes we even read and want to satisfy our own position of belief or our own position of knowledge quickly, not giving thought to what the Spirit has to say. Yashar'al, my brothers and sisters. Without the Spirit, we struggle, we fight when it comes to the text. Because many of us have been fooled to believe the text by itself is the word of Yahuah. The word of Yahuah is Yahusha. And the Spirit of Yahusha makes alive the text. Many of us use our own competence, and as a result of that, there's confusion. How we read and interpret the writings vary. And without prayer and discerning what the Spirit of Yahuah has to say, we see the fruit of such actions in a division among us. Sadly, there are times when we move too quickly before experiencing the life in the Scriptures. Much of our divisions are due to not discerning the life in a matter. If we took the time to seek and discern, it is possible to experience quick satisfaction and press forward. Without such, my brothers and sisters, we will find ourselves in situations that brings only regret and pain. Though we desire things quick for our own satisfaction, we do well to know how to run the race towards satisfaction that is good. Take a look at 1 Corinthians 9:24. 1 Corinthians 9:24 says, "Do you not know that those who run in a race indeed all run, but one receives the prize?" Run in such a way as to obtain it. You see, running recklessly can bring about many stumbles and falls, my brothers and sisters. Some translations say run the race with patience. And it goes on to say in 1 Corinthians 9:25 and 26, "And everyone who competes controls himself in every way. Now they do it to receive a corruptible crown, but we for an incorruptible crown. Therefore I run accordingly, not with uncertainty. Thus I fight not as one who beats the air." In other words, my brothers and sisters, we must be mindful, careful, wise how we govern ourselves. Goes on to say in the 27th verse, 1 Corinthians 9:27, but I treat my body severely and make it my slave, lest having proclaimed to others, I myself might be rejected. Why? If we're too quick, too reckless, seeking for satisfaction, too eager. Slow it down, my brothers and sisters. Let us know how to manage these earthen vessels called our bodies, lest we find ourselves reacting prematurely. There's no doubt we are running a race with desires for quick satisfaction, but consider these words, my brothers and sisters. Be patient. Seek wisdom. Understand these words, my brothers and sisters. Hebrews 12:1, come with me. Hebrews 12:1 says, we too, then having so great a cloud of witnesses all around us, let us lay aside every weight and the sin which is so easily entangled us, and let us run with endurance the race set before us. Some translations will say with patience. And it goes on to say in the second verse, looking to the Prince and perfecter of our belief, Yahusha, who for the joy that was set before him endured the stake, having despised the shame, and sat down at the right hand of the throne of the Almighty One. To all, my brothers and sisters, consider these words. To all I've said, let me add the need also to balance. Due to the many distractions we face, oftentimes focus is lost. This is widely because we become overly anxious, too eager, presumptuous. This could lead to pursuing quick satisfaction that is not good. And yes, I am being redundant. Have a discussion about quick satisfaction, the good and the bad, possibly the ugly. Believe it or not, we grow in maturity, my brothers and sisters. We grow in maturity. We develop senses that can lead to times of quick satisfaction. I want to stress again the need to be focused, the need to be balanced, the need to understand it's not about quick satisfaction all the time. Know that it is written in Proverbs 1:7, the fear of Yahuah is the beginning of knowledge. And it says, fools despise discipline and wisdom. Such as it is written in Proverbs 1:7, the fear of Yahuah brings pause to give time to discern what is set apart. Gaining knowledge and placing such information into actions may come at separate times. In other words, sometimes we may reap quick satisfaction, while on other occasions, patience is necessary. My brother, my sister, my family, take a look at these words. Quick satisfaction. To others, take these words. To others, talk about them. I'm injecting the need to begin to discuss with brothers and sisters, what does quick satisfaction mean to you? Identify the good, identify the bad. Discover how our views, along with interpretations, differ. This is the way to practice getting to know one another better. The purpose of this recommendation is to exercise moving towards unity when talking to one another about matters that we want resolved quickly or that we're seeking to discover answers on. My brothers and sisters, since the thoughts of a person is quicker than talking, let us move towards discerning what the Spirit has to say on matters. I submit to you, quick satisfaction that comes from the Spirit will prove to yield better results than being overly anxious and just acting too soon. The Spirit of Yahuah can move very quickly and bring understanding and clarity. Trust and believe, my brothers and sisters. Be encouraged. There are a lot of things that can contribute to growing in wisdom. I pray that we are able to walk in wisdom. And when it comes to pursuing quick satisfaction, know the difference between giving it full thought before we act and just being overly reactive and stumbling and falling and getting a bunch of scars. Have the discussion, my brothers and sisters. I pray that this message stirs your spirit in some way, shape, or form. To you, my brother, my sister, to many, the thought may be, this message didn't need to be that long. I didn't need to hear this. But for someone, quick satisfaction is a subject that is worth reflecting on and discussing among one another. On that note, Yashar'al, my prayer is that we discern what the Spirit of Yahuah has to say to us. That we understand the need for focus and balance. And my prayer is that this message contributes some type of motivation to those who it has been designed to reach. On that note, thank you for your patience. I salute your pursuit of set apartness. And I say to you, stay tuned. There is more to come. Shalom.